To round number 5 of the adult division. Today we are racing in Qatar. Just kind of a quick talk through the championship standings. Here's your top 10 for the drivers. We've got Lil Jim lineup on P1 with 200 points. Rob Bailey P2 with 129. Dizzy with 116. Tractor with 116. Then we got Helvius Geminis with 111. James with 100. Ben with 82 down in P7. Then we got Neo in P8 with 70. Big Blondie P9 with 64, joint with the HA Father in P10 in the Red Bull. On to the bottom half. So we've got Ferret P11 with 58. Then we have Horsepower in the Aston Martin in P12 with 56. Then we got David in P13 with 50 points. Then we got both Ferraris and Marco Rosso and Gav, P14 and 15. We've got Chris Downs in P16 with 36. My name's Jeff, P17. Then we got Madge P18, Viking P19 and Ronnie 20th in the standings. Moving on to the constructors. Here we are. So we got Sauber P1 with 262, 10 points ahead of Haas in P2. Then we got Alpine P3 with 182, only 2 points ahead of Racing Bulls. Then we got McLaren with 152 points. Then we got Williams with 146, then P7 we got Red Bull with 130, Aston Martin with 100, Ferrari with 84, and Mercedes in P10 with 74 points. So we are just about ready to go, so I am going to jump across, so bear with a couple minutes, thank you. He's got a kind of few reserves in today. Yeah. Let me just have a look a sec. That is correct. I do need to put the stream link in the Discord. Oops.
There you go. See? First man out for this session is a reserve driver.
Interesting. There we go. Right, who's first out? It's the Haas.
It is Seth.
It is Seth indeed. Just on his hour lap. Currently going it through turn 7. Of course, a track where the skill of the drivers is tested. Of course, track limit's been a big problem for most. Obviously, tyre wear as well in the race. What lap time are we expecting here? Do you think?
It could differ. I would expect minimum mid to low 22.
Interesting.
Might see if you creep into the 21s. We have to see.
I shall take us through this first lap with Seth heading down the pit straight with some DRS and not some overtake. He is in none. Into turn 1 now. Quite a long left-hander as you cut in to turn 2. As you sweep through the king of turn 3. A little bit of a right-hand turn there. Into the double apex of turn 4 and turn 5. Very easy to run wide on entry. Into the sharpest braking zone of the track, into turn 6. Hello, Lily. Exit now using some overtake into turn 7. As he flings it through and it sticks. Into turn 9 now. Oh, as you can see. Flings it in, gets it stuck. Through turn 10, nice exit there from the Haas. Somehow this is a turn. This is turn 11. Hello, Jack. Through the triple apex of turns 12, 13 and 14. Into the fast left of turn 14. 15 actually. Into the final corner. Pretty clean lap. So far from third. Let's see what lap time we get. So there's a 23.4 to start us off.
Too bad for a first lap.
Not too bad at all. Jeff goes top with a 22.8. Tractor with a 22.3.
That's the predicted times already. So
Yeah. Chris Downs into P6 with a 23.4. Ferret P3. Go on, Ferret. So we've got Ben on a lap. In the Alpine going through the final corner. Goes P4 with a 22.9. Not too bad.
Ronnie abort in his lap.
Only does a board. Got Greg Campbell on a lap down in P17. Obviously, had to set a lap time so far.
Keep an eye on David in Sauber. Going purple in the first sector.
Oh, he has. Maybe a competitive for pole position there. Obviously, the Sauber team in need of points, considering Lil Jim's absence. As Greg says, a 27 flat, puts in P10. Lily, I am doing just fine. How about you? Let's get on board with David then. See what he's got.
Sector. White purple in the middle. Close.
Oh. Obviously, the front left taking an absolute beating throughout this lap.
Final corner he goes now. What kind of time can he set?
Ooh.
7.
Goes second fastest. Tractor said it's a bad lap, and he's 4 tenths in the lead. Up to the line with 21.8. Very good lap from the Merc.
Very good first lap.
Promising signs shown by the American. As it looks like Neo was gearing up for his lap.
Just finished his lap. He went P11.
Yeah, he said it's 23.9. He had like 90% battery when he crossed the line. Interesting. Obvious Geminus. Don't think he's on a lap. No, he's not. He actually invalidated. Anybody else on a lap? Chris Downs is 17th up in the first sector. In the Red Bull. Down in P10. Currently with just on the verge of a 23.5. In at turn 12 comes.
Well.
Oh, it is.
Great lap, isn't it?
Showing some great pace. Through turn 15. Could have used a bit more track on the outside. In the final turn comes the Scouse man. See where it's going to put him. Use all of his deployment to the line. Goes into P7 with a 23 flat.
I've got the Alpina James on a lap. See how he compares to the rest of them. I like his lap.
He has. Is that in the exit of turn 5?
That wasn't the exit turn 5, yeah.
Yeah. So we got LX VXR on a lap. To the line he goes. P12 with a 24 flat. In the middle. Obviously his teammate currently on provisional pole. So we look towards F1 Gav making his return. going into turn 4. Ferrari team in need of points. Let's see what he can pull off today.
Got Ronnie in Ferrari, purple middle sector, going through turn 13, 14, now into 15. Very close track limit stage, just about kept it in.
Quickly on board with Ronnie. Gav's
Heads to the line
teammate.
now. How does he compare to the rest of the field? 3,
Not too
22.6.
bad. Get back and go. Get back on board with F1 Gav. Looks like he may run out of battery towards the lap. And he does deploy used, so no ERS usage towards the line for Gav. See where this puts him. On return, P14 with 24.4. I think Raw Rinzen is 1 second up.
Tractor up as well, going around the final corner now.
Oh.
Got absolutely nothing left in the battery coming across the line.
Yeah, Raw Rinzen goes
2
P30.
temps up.
Tractor does improve. Still 3/10 off Ev. Shows how good of a lap time that was from the reserve Mercedes driver. Look around. Looks like Sirth in the last sector now. Oh, Greg's left, so I'm going to take us through Sirth's lap. Going around the final corner.
Heading around the final corner now. Got enough battery. Could save him to the rest of the lap. Where can he stack up? Can he improve? 2.5 temps improvement up to P10 for the Haas driver.
Decent. Right. So we got. Looks like Horsepower Gaming's on a lap down in P11. In the Aston Martin. Going through turns 9 and 10.
Ronnie, P3 at the moment, setting a purple sector in the first sector.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll get on board. Once Horsepower finishes the lap. Going through turn 15. Flings it through, doesn't even lift off. Rounds the final turn. Bit of battery to the line. See if he can improve. On his 23.3, he does to a 22.8. About half a second improvement there. In a P6 he goes. We will get on board with Ronnie, who was a 10.5 up.
10.5 up, going through the final few corners now. Needs a big final sector to catch up to the runs in front. Oh dear. To the 5-place grid penalty.
I don't know what's happened there. Chris Down's getting caught up with F1 Gav, I'm pretty sure that is.
Temps improvement keeps him P4 at the moment.
Oh yeah, Ben with a 22.1. Just behind Tractor there.
Keep that one in, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I know.
James on the last 12, fastest in the first sector.
Mm.
And loss of wrist, slightly going through the corner, but he's kept it nicely.
Oh yeah, Jack's right. Chris and Gav are teammates in T1, aren't they?
Yeah. Purple middle sector for James as well. It's looking a very good lap. 3:14 into 15. Very efficient. The final corner now.
I feel like I'm watching a Prime PA. Gasly, as he slices
Actually
through
to the
these corners.
line. What's he going to set? Oh my. 21.2.
Sticks him on provisional pole by about 0.6 of a second. Ev is just over a tenth faster than his current lap time going through 10:15. That is an excellent lap from James.
Be hard to beat that lap.
I think it will be. Oh, as Ev invalidates at the final turn and misses the pits. So Shaggy is on a lap. Yeah, going through 10.6. He's 4 tenths down, so we will get off board. Blondie 2 tenths up through the first sector.
Alex VXR also 2 and a bit tenths up.
Interesting. Funny enough, Alex VXR is just on the back of Blondie, so you'll be able to see Blondie's enter the lap and then switch straight to Alex VXR. The tongue twister to say quickly.
That is a difficult one to pronounce.
Blondie's only got about 5% battery to the line now. See if he can improve on his current position. And he does up to P8 with a 22.7 as we jump on board with the Merc. He goes to P14. So obvious Geminis. Yet to set a lap on a flyer in the American style Hascar in sector 3 now. Goes into P7 with a 22.4. There's 3 minutes left in the session, so we will see a few drivers on their final flying laps. Especially Names Jeff in P11, his teammate just ahead. By about 1800ths of a second. Thousands. Is it thousands? It is, isn't it?
Plus that's hundreds.
No.
Not really. I guess you could say either.
Yeah.
Whatever you fancy.
Anyways, Blondie 1014 is the Asman. Didn't really catch out if he was up on his time or not. We'll sure find out.
I'm actually trying to work out how to pronounce it. My bad. So
My name is Jeff.
up to P8. See, Lily even doesn't know. We're all screwed.
Yeah.
We'll just,
If Lily doesn't know that, I don't have a clue.
we'll just pretend it's fine.
Horsepower just up on his time, but does have no battery whatsoever. It's gonna be. It is a good improvement of about 3.5 tenths. Wasn't P8. Let's get on board. Chris Downs about 700ths down. Now 3 tenths down going at the final sector. So can't see any improvement from him. Oh, Seth retired in the pits as I started spectating, and that just wasn't nice. Ronnie, a tenth down to the first sector. Evan Tractor still in the pits. They're going to have enough time. They're just starting to come off of their hour laps now.
Leaving it late.
Yeah, they are. Ronnie's still down on his time, looking for a very quick final sector. See if he can improve. As he rounds 10.16. Good bit of battery to burn. See where it puts the Ferrari. He cannot improve, so he will stay in P5. You can see
Shaggy in P6, 3.5 tenths up. Past first sector.
as you can see, the tune of Norwegian drivers in P4, 5 and 6. As he sweeps through turn 10. Solid stuff from both Alpine drivers, mind. P1 and P4 currently. Oh, Evan Tracker
Evan Tractor did not make it.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That is a blunder. So,
James invalidated his lap as well. That was their chance.
oh dear.
Got Ben, 1.5
Here
tenths
comes,
up, going around the final corner now.
here comes Shaggy P3 with a 21.9. So here comes Ben. Goes P4, so tractor drops to P5. Costing him dearly, not making it to the line. David about 2 tenths up. Shoots up to P7. Near enough half a second of improvement.
Grip to the
Ferret
line
now.
now. Can you get the improvement?
Neil goes P5. Ferret's
Great
teammate
luck.
with a 22 flat.
That is the end of qualifying because Elvis Jemmy is right at his lap.
There we go. James lining up on pole position in the Alpine. We've got FP2. Shaggy in the Williams P3. Ben, James's teammate in P4, so a very good showing from both Alpine drivers. We've got Neo setting a very late 22 flat, which puts him into P5. We've got Tractor in P6. Helvius Geminis in P7. David in P8. Ronnie P9. And Horsepower Gaming rounding out your top 10. Chris will indeed be starting P19 after his 5-place grid penalty.
Red Bulls. Quite the result they would have imagined.
Yeah. It's going to be P18 and P19 on the grid. Not ideal. There is your classification for short qualifying. Rinson down in P18 is a bit of a shocker.
Statement that from James, that 6 tenths clear of anybody.
Yeah, excellent pace that. Must be one of his preferred tracks. Top 8 separated by a second. So we are 2-5 red lights for round 5 the Allen division in Lusail. It is lights on, we are underway. It is a good getaway for Evan P2 as he gets ahead of James towards the apex of turn 1.
A great start.
So Mercedes takes the lead of the race. Got Shaggy
James
looking for a move.
James lost it to the hard tyre.
He has. Oh, looks like Shaggy's dropped very far down. He's been caught up in an incident. Obvious Geminis going down the inside on David. Over to P7 he goes. Sirth making a move on Ronnie as well. Levis darting away. Shaggy dropping all the way to the back of the pack. What a good start from him. Rinson finds himself in P12 after starting P17. Hello, Gibby.
Yippee.
Horsepower up to P5 as well. Great start from the Aston Martin. Gap out for 1 second now. Tractor also dropping back off the top 2. We see Ferrer get ahead of Gav down in P17 on the hards. Shaggy making some moves. Gets ahead of Gav as well. Ronnie's quite close to Sirth. Can't really see any moves happening just yet. Horsepower just dropping about a second back from Ben. Could leave him exposed to Neo then in the next few laps. It's a very mixed up grid with tyres, to be fair. It's about half and half, isn't it?
Very half and half. Also very half and half in position gained and lost with some of these drivers.
Yeah. Shaggy gets up in P17. Let's have a cheeky look. High opposition changes. Tractor up 3 from the start. Horsepower Gaming up 5. Seth up 5. Raw Rinsen up 5. Chris Downs up 6 after his 5-place grid penalty. Shaggy down 14, of course, after his early incident. Scav gets our first penalty of the day. First of many, I would have thought.
James just closed the gap. Oh, they test tracks. James
Very
closed
early.
the gap massively down to 5 attempts. Going on to the first time with the opportunity of DRS.
So here he comes, about half a second the gap. Gets a rear wing open. Track with a faster slap. Stevie. So he's going
Getting
mental.
in from the outside.
Oh, it's close and ever spun round at turn 1. And he's going to lose a heap of places. Looks like James just come across him a little bit. Ev does drop to P4. I agree, Jack. Because I ain't doing them. See if Track can keep up with James. Oh, as we see Shaggy into the gravel and hits the barrier. Loses a bit of front wing. Just caught that. He made a move on Logan and then sends it through the gravel. Bit of front wing damage on the Williams. So the start goes from bad to worst. I think it's Tractor and Gav, Jack. Yeah, I don't think Tractor's going to get any DRS in this one. As you can see, he goes through. Oh, as Ben does get it, and look how quick he's getting on the back of the V-carb. And he go for a cheeky move into turn 1. Not quite, but he is closing in. So there goes Helvius, Geminus up in a P6. Gets out of horsepower gaming, of course, on the mediums compared to the Aston Martin's hard tyres. There's a clear tyre difference early on as he tries to chase up to the back of Neil. Oh, Ev's right in the back of Ben as well, looking for a move to get back up to P3. It's a little bit of front wing damage, doesn't look like it on the Mercedes. Most positions gained, I'd assume, is Chris Downs, up 6 as he started P19. Shaggy comes in for a new set of hard tyres, changes front wing, of course.
On a mad charger, really on the back of Raw now.
Yeah. Gap out front about 1.8 seconds now. Oh, Logan gets a time penalty down in P15.
That DRS is going to cost Tractor. He's very vulnerable to both cars behind him.
Here comes Ben. So he's a little bit too far back to go for a move.
Not quite going to get close enough this time.
Oh, Zev sniffs the rear of the Alpine. Right in the back of him, about 10th. PJ Father goes for a move on Logan. Gets a move done, up to P15 in the Red Bull. Sirth finds himself on the back of Big Blondie. Down in P11. Blondie's running a pretty decent race. So looks like we now have a train all the way from P2 down to P8. So Helvius Geminus has finally closed that gap with Neo.
Oh, it's gone wide, completely off the track.
Oh dear.
What was it? Was that a lag spike? He was miles off the track, but he kept the position.
Oh dear.
I have no idea what's happened there.
We just got off track there though.
You never know nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been like Spike.
I was watching him, he was well off the track and lost position to the McLaren. All of a sudden, he's 5 tenths in front. I've got no idea.
Ooh, Tractor's very vulnerable here. Going into turn one, Ben's got a brilliant run as Tractor saves battery. The outside line for Ben into turn one, sweeps around the outside and gets the move done up in a P2 he goes. See if Ev can close up to the back of the V-Corp. I'll see if Tractor can even get the place back. Got a good little run into turn four.
Oh,
Something better. Here goes Neo up in a P4. It's a very surprise overtake. Maybe the hards just starting to switch on a bit more than the mediums currently. Neo showing some brilliant pace in the McLaren. So on lap 6 out of 29. Gap out front, 3.5 seconds. James on an absolute charge now. As we do see an Alpine 1-2 as well.
that's exactly what the race leader needs to do. Build a gap, then he can prioritise his tyre wear, make sure he gets out longer.
Yep. Chris Downs closing up to the back of Rawlins and going through sector 3, gap about 2 tenths. Both drivers having a brilliant start of this race, making up a lot of places in these first 6 laps. We are going to go on board with Tractor now. With DRS, but it looks like Neo could have a
Really
little
close in
move
the gap
going
here.
in.
Might go for it.
Oh, he thinks better of it. David gets a move done on horsepower up in a P7. Look how close these two are. Can Neo get a little move done into turn 4 once again, like he did on Ev? Oh! As he just hits the back of LX Tractor. Oh, it looks like Raw Rinson's lost 2 places there. Maybe a bit of contact between him and the Red Bull of Chris. He's fell back a little bit. Was in P12, now down in P14. So towards his battle for P2 once again. I think Tractor's maybe struggling with his battery a little bit. So even though he had DRS on Ben, he was still exposed to Neo behind.
The race leader is really storming away now. Gained another 1.5 seconds.
Brilliant. Oh dear.
Half hour off the track. 10-second penalty.
It's not ideal for his race.
Did not quite catch what happened there, but he was well off the track.
It is indeed a DRS train, Lily. See if Tractor can make any inroads on P2, not just yet. Doesn't quite look like it.
On the back of Big Blondie with the DRS.
Oh, he moves to the outside. Gets the pass. Logan into the pits. Only 6 laps done. 6 or 7 laps done on their medium tyres. See what he goes on now. Looks like a brand new set of hards. Still 21 laps to go, so that will probably be a 1 stop. Yeah, 2 stop, sorry. FedEx works off.
Race leader at the moment is lapping at least a second a lap quicker than anybody else. He is flying off into the distance.
He's definitely the favourite for this one. Oh dear, Tractor gets another 3-second penalty, moves up to 6 seconds now. Needs to hope the drivers around him start getting penalties. Otherwise he's going to drop quite far. Down the order, of course, in the DRS train. And it stays like this.
So again, struggling with his battery. Could be under pressure from Neo this time.
Oh, looks like Neo's got a very good exit out the final turn as well. Here comes the McLaren. Tractor moves to the inside. Neo has the outside line in turn 1. Side by side on the exit. Going into turn 2, still side by side. And Neo gets the move done, up in a P3 now, on the chase. Let's see if he can catch up to James's teammate Ben in P2. Looks like the mediums are starting to look worse for wear. compared to the hards at the stage. May see David get a move done on Helvius Geminis quite soon.
This DRS train has stayed very consistent. Still from P2 down to P8. No movement at all.
The big advantage is to be leading the DRS train because, of course, dirt does affect your tyre temperatures. Ben looks like he's really pushing to try and break the DRS to P3 here. That's about 9/10, so you could have a chance. Looks like Neo is still going to get DRS though. Yeah, you're probably right, Willie. Blondie gets a 3 seconds. Neo looking very competitive in a straight line.
Again, track strong with battery. Ev's coming up on him now.
Here we go.
Around the outside.
Very close between the Mercedes and the V-Carb. Into turn 2 now. Ev has the inside line and does get the move done up in a P4. Goes the Flying American. Looks like a little bit of contact and Tractor.
On the outside,
back at him.
back at him.
Here we go. What a move from Tractor around the outside. They have lost a lot of time to P2 and P3. Oh, wow! As Helvius Geminis goes to the outside line, but Ev cuts across. And that leaves Helvius exposed to David, who gets the move done up to P6. Don't think there was really a move on for Haas there. I feel like he just stuck his nose in at the wrong place at the wrong time. And has lost him a position because of it. Look at the gap between P4 and P3 now. That little battle has really cost them dearly. Oh, Ev looks for the inside. And here comes David with the inside line. Ev goes off the track and has to concede. David up in a P5 on the hard tyres. Oh, as he's right in the back of the track and lets him through. I think Tractor let him through there. Maybe a bit of DRS games, but Helvius Geminis does have the inside line. Going in the final turn, a little bit of contact. This race is heating up now. Helvius with a bad exit. Here comes Ev now. Look at this battle.
This is chaos.
This is excellent racing.
Tractor's going to look at the outside of David. Gets moved
Last of the late breakers. Looks like someone went really deep into turn 1 there. Not sure who that was. Tractor with the inside line into turn 3. Turn 2, sorry. And David does get the pass done. Tractor will come back at him though. With the inside line for turn 4, a little bit of contact. David does get ahead. Still side by side. Going into turn 6. The Tractor does indeed have to concede. Oh, as he loses the rear on the exit. Helvius Geminis gets 3 seconds for track limits. What a brilliant lap of battling that was. Let's hope there's more to come. I'm expecting David.
Really cost him now.
Yeah. I'm expecting David to maybe start to pull away.
Although, I have just found something we did not catch up on the
The
DRS
OP2.
rating. When did this happen? Picks up a penalty. Same as Raw. The penalties are starting to fly in now.
Tractor with the DRS on David now. As you can see, Ben just... Oh, his Tractor dives into the pits. Very late call there. Basically full lock to the right to turn in there. But Ben has really just dropped off the back of Neo. The lead now 7.3 seconds. Domination, yeah, from James so far. The safety car will be his worst nightmare.
I don't think it'd be too bad though. Depending on when it came out.
Yeah, if it comes out now, I think it's a bit of an awkward time. Maybe he wants to go for a one-stop. Blondie also follows his teammate in the pits. Don't think they would have double stacked though. What a horrible thing to say, Jack. How dare you say that? You leave Greg Campbell alone.
Dairy.
Looks like Ev is going to keep DRS here. Still keeping up with David. 11 lap old mediums. It's pretty impressive pace. Considering the way these have got to be on now. 3 seconds the gap between Ben and Neo. As Ben comes into the pits, Ev stays out for another one. Obvious Gymnast comes into the pits though. So does Ronnie. See if Ev can get a move on turn 1. Looks to the inside. Sends a bit of a fake. I'm expecting a one-stop from those on mediums still. Especially Evan the HA father. Oh my goodness. What Jack said. Oh dear.
Oh, he's definitely on one tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, I think I'm expecting a one-stop for Ben, Tractor, Helvius and Ronnie. Blondie as well. This is the closest battle we have currently. Ev's still out on their mediums. The only driver on the medium tyres now. See how far he can drag them. It's very impressive that he's still keeping DRS. Let's try to get another penalty. These are going to cost him dearly towards the end of this race now.
I mean, this lap, he comes in this lap.
Yeah. As he gets stopped, I'm expecting a fresh set of hards. Let's see if he's been undercutted.
Yeah.
I think Ben will definitely get ahead. It's more Tractor and Helvius Gymnast that I'll be looking out for. See if they've undercut him on this lap. It's going to be close between Ev and Tractor here.
Close coming out.
It's going to be very close. I think Tractor does get the place. And he does. Helvius Gymnast, as you can see, Ev on the inside. Helvius Gymnast sending through turn 1. But Ev does come out just in front of the Haas. Cold tyres for Ev, though. I think Helvius could get right up to the back of the Mercedes on this lap, though. Was Ben's right at the back of Ferret.
Still really building now. Basically 10 seconds in front. Phenomenal performance so far from the Alpine driver.
Ben now about half a second on the back of Ferret now. Of course, on the fresh rubber compared to Ferret's 13 lap old hards. Ben needs a solid few laps to try and get some inroads on his teammate. A little bit of an undercut here.
Doesn't want to see as he wants to see cars that haven't pit yet in front of him. It's going to slow him right down.
Yeah. Oh wow! Look at that from Tractor. Sends it on the outside.
It's a great move.
It was a great move.
Get a slipstream from Ferret as well. Only problem, he's got no battery left.
Oh dear. He's exposed to Ev now. We've got 2 moves on the straight. Ben gets the move done on Ferret. Ev still has the outside line into turn 2 on the inside. On more contact. So everyone's a little bit wide. Here comes Tractor on the inside of Ferret into turn 4. Ferret leaves enough space on the inside, and Tractor does get through into P10. Oh, there goes Helvius Gymnast on the inside of Ev. It's going to get very close on exit. They just avoid contact. This battle heating right back up again. Even though there's been a round of pit stops, these drivers are still going at it. In the mid-pack.
Look at Ferret getting himself involved. This is the front runner pack and he's just chilling in the middle of it.
And in the midst of all this battling, James is going to be benefiting from this. I mean, Ben's probably his closest rival now, and he's still stuck behind the Williams of Raw Rinsen in the final sector with Tractor right on his rear. Oh my word, what a send! Again from Tractor there. I don't know how he's got that move done.
The same issue as Tractor's always had so far this race. He's got no battery.
Yeah.
He'll be very vulnerable. Could see a double move here.
Here comes
From
Ben.
Ben.
Oh, it's
There's
going to be
one.
close!
There's the other.
Jesus.
Great double move. Just about an upper room.
Just about. I thought he was going to plan track control there.
Whoa!
Oh dear.
Lost it on exit. Drops another position behind Ev.
Oh, here comes Ferret. This is 4 position, of course. Both drivers on the old hard tyres. Here comes Ferret. Helvius Gemini on the inside. We're going 3 wide into turn 4.
Oh my god. Done the double
Oh my
move.
goodness. He has got it done. I think Ferret just backed out there. He wanted no part to play in
He
that.
didn't back out of that one. That was a late lunge. Nearly hit the back of
Oh,
roll there.
if Ferret does go off track, and
Ronnie.
Ronnie picks up the place once again. Oh wow. Some great scrapping. Ronnie now on the back of Rinsen. Helvius Geminis, 2.5 seconds back now of Ev. He was involved in that battle between him and Tractor. It was there goes Ronnie. Rinsen goes off the track.
Neo, David and Horsepower, wherever they match up.
Nice expo. He's got a few pit stops now. Let's keep an eye.
Neo and David compare.
Ooh, Tractor's closed up to the back of Ben now. Tractor goes a little bit wide at the final turn and might compromise his exit.
There you go. That's the punishment of being stuck behind drivers who haven't pit yet. Neo's got out nice and cleanly ahead of the rest of the pack.
It's mental. Yeah, these two are pretty close. When Ben pitted, 4 laps, fresher tyres. Not 4 laps, fresher tyres. Pitted 4 laps earlier than Neo, and it still came out about 3.5 seconds behind, so that battling has really cost him there. Chris gets a penalty for track limits. Half a second the gap between Tractor and Ben. James does have about a pit stop length. He might still come out to P1.
Pits now. Just as you speak about it, he's in the pits.
Yeah. Still very intrigued on this battle. David on the fresh mediums, on the back of Helvius Gemini. So I put David in the conversation for a podium finish here.
Around the discussion.
Yeah. You can get this move done on the Haas and chase up to the back of that little train. Got a
James
great
has
job.
comfortably made it out in front of the rest.
Jesus.
He is a rocket ship today.
I think he really deserves driver of the day just based on his pace today.
Go. And around the outside of Tractor. Turn 1. Gets the move done. Same with David on Helvius Gemini.
Oh, he does. David up to P6, Ev up to P4. This battle not over yet. Feels much more moves to come. As Ev now closes up to the back of Ben. Horsepower on the back of Ronnie on the fresh mediums. Horsepower's up a pretty decent race today.
Chris right on the second window as well. From around the outside.
Switch
That's great move.
free hit move from Chris. I'm going to P11. Oh, as he just got a bit unsettled on the entry of turn 9. Horsepower really looking for a move on Ronnie. Let's look towards the battle for P3 once again. Neo with the new fastest lap with 23.9. That's a half decent quali lap.
He's gaining on James.
He is. Dave with the new fastest lap. Ev can't quite get a move going. So here comes Horsepower Gaming with the outside line on Ronnie. Into turn 1. Up in a P8 goes the Aston Martin. His teammate down in P13. Also on fresh mediums, about 2.5 seconds behind Blondie.
Got Shaggy about to go for a move on LXVXR. DRS on the straight.
He's going to be forced to the inside line. Down the inside. On the Mercedes, oh, a little bit of contact. Logan goes off. See if Shaggy can get a good run into turn 4. Seems to be a good overtaking spot.
Got Raw, looking for a little Ferret at turn 1. Ferret slams the door.
These two are
Probably
brilliant.
getting the elbows out there.
As Raw runs and gets a 3-second penalty. On cue there, as soon as I start spectating him.
Really closing the gap on Ben now.
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as we see a potential Neo catch up on James, he goes and sets a whopping fastest lap.
10
Gains about
seconds the gap.
1.7 seconds.
It's mental.
Turn 1, Ev, with Darius again. Could he get close enough this time to Ben?
Gaining. So he's going to have the outside line. Going into turn 1.
But
Switches to the inside. Takes a tight line through turn 1. Ben on the outside still. To the inside for turn 2. Ev does break later though. He gets the move done. Nice sweeping move from the Mercedes. Ooh, tractor. Right in the back of Ben now. See if he can get a move going into turn 6 now. Yeah, it's like he's got a good enough exit to make a lunge.
Got Ferret off the track at the final corner.
There goes Raw Renzen. David's joined the fray. Right in the back of Tractor. The Tractor runs wide and David's got a run now. Into turn 12. Just backs out of it. Obviously on the fresher rubber. Definitely the quicker driver currently. Tractor, of course. Let's have a look at the penalties actually. Tractor with 12 seconds of track limit penalties.
That is not what you want on this track.
Yeah. Ev's got 3 seconds. Helvius with 3. Seth with 3. Chris with 9. Jeff with 6.
Tractor's going to be vulnerable here. Not enough battery to defend David. That's the outside line.
Still side by side into turn 1 we go. Tractor brakes later than Tractor brakes later than Tractor. David brakes later than Tractor. Gets the move done. Into P5 now goes to Sauber. Trying to salvage some points. Shaggy's pitted again. Onto a fresh set of hards. And he's still on the back of Logan. Down in P19. This Logan makes 2 moves. On the straight. Oh, as he chucks it up the inside. Oh my goodness.
He spun him round.
Oh no.
Oh, the.
That was a huge lunge from Logan and the Mercedes into turn 1. It looks like Shaggy's basically given up. He's had a tough afternoon. Or evening, I should say. There goes Ferret and Raw Renzen.
But David now on the main straight. DRS on Ben.
DRS.
Oh, the Tractor retires.
In the pits? Don't know why he's done that. Nothing, Lily. Don't know why I retired there. Still had points.
And the gap between the drivers, there would have been some good points still as well.
Yeah. Probably would have been around. Still at least like 12th, 13th area. Still some decent points. Considering. Half a second. The gap between David and Ben. Lap 22 out of 29. 7 laps to go in this one. Race is flowing.
It's turn 1.
Yeah. Raw gets up in a P13 in this race. These two having a Titanic scrap over the last 8 laps or so. I think they're both in VC as well. It's definitely been one of the battles of the race so far between Raw and Ferret. Still have to look back towards David now. With DRS, he's gaining on Ben. Can't get a move going though.
Shaggy retiring the pits as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaggy's had a tough one. I'm second retiree of this race. Here comes David. Oh, as he gets to 3 seconds. Now he will be on the absolute charge on Benz. There we go. Has the outside line. Going into turn 7. Can he hang around the outside? It's a very tricky corner here to overtake. We don't really see many moves in this one, and he does get it done. Very good move from David.
Ferret jumping back out of Raw at turn 1 again. The Raw around the outside.
Oh, comes across Ferret. Oh, and Ferret gets a penalty for it. Oh dear.
Raw's off the track.
I think Raw gave the place back. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he went on the gravel.
Oh dear. Here comes a HA Father and Gav now. Joining in this scrap. I agree, Jack. 3/10 between Chris Downs and Jeff. Oh, was our race leader gets a penalty. Not like it's going to affect him, but he does get a penalty. As soon as a spectator run, he exceeds track limits and gets a penalty for it.
Stop cursing the drivers.
Commentator's curse, but he can't help it. So look at that, nearly the whole field has got penalties. Just Ben, Neo, and horsepower to avoid one. I think a safety car now would be brilliant.
Having to make it interesting.
It would. I mean, all the people with penalties have just dropped to the back, so we would have a guaranteed podium.
Look out, going for an overtake on our father. Easy up to 15.
He does. Off topic here, but Real Madrid are 3-0 up against Man City in the first half.
Good.
Valverde gets a hat-trick. Still a battle going on for P4. Ben just hanging up the back of David now. It's the Haas of Helvius. Jemison runs wide at the exit of turn 16. Gaining and gaining on David, not close enough though. David not making many inroads on Ev.
Again, horsepower. Looking for the inside line.
In a turn 1 does get the move done. 4 laps left of this one. Gap out front 13 seconds. Neo has kept that gap at about 13 for quite a while now. Neo with an outstanding race. Let's have a look at position changes. As you can see, Neo starting P5. Looking on track for P2 in this one. David up 4.
There is a it's a reunite of the battle of Ferret and Raw. Back in DRS of each other again.
Oh no. Chris Downs up 8 positions from his.
He did a great race.
Yeah, he has.
Ev gets another penalty. That might cost him a podium.
Right.
I've got 3 seconds more worth of penalties than David and only 2.5 the gap. David to be on for a podium here.
Ben still just hanging on to the back of David. I'm sure as soon as Ben loses DRS, he's going to be very exposed to Helvius Geminus. To be fair, David is on mediums, so his tyres will only get worse from now. 9 laps on those.
Another move going here, sir. On horsepower. Yeah, nice and easy going into turn 1.
Horsepower tyres seem to be struggling now. He's in 2 places in 2 laps.
At the gap, actually. If Ben can stay where he is, he gets the podium here, not David.
Wow. So we're on for a double Alpine podium. It was a 1-2 until Ben got caught up in that in that midfield scrap.
Uh,
I think that was the highlight of this race. 4-way battle. It's excellent. 2 or 3 laps left. Ben is falling out that second. Obvious Genesis is all over the back of him as well. This could be very close. Oh, Horsepower gets a penalty. Oh no.
we got another one with a penalty.
Then there was 2. Will the Haas... not the Haas, the Alpine. The Alpine does not get DRS. I think David just saved his battery down the whole straight there. Don't blame him.
Gotta go for one push lap though, just try to get that time up to get that podium.
Yeah. No, that's true. The penalty for Evers 6 seconds. Race has definitely settled down.
It really has. I was trying to check then how many warnings Ben had just in case. I'll be
Needs to be
honest, there's
extra
so many
careful.
warnings, I lost count.
Oh, Ben getting on David. Looks to the outside at turn 1. Ooh, leaves him exposed to Helvius behind. Can't quite look for a move. Can the Haas? That was Ben's probably only opportunity. So we are on the penultimate lap of the race. Race leader James, 17 seconds out in front. Dominant display from the Alpine today.
Had a bit of a wobble at the start where he lost P1, but other than that, he is blown away from the rest of the pack.
He's near enough led the whole race. From start to finish. Even came out in P1 after he boxed. Yeah, looks like this battle for P4 is going to take us to the end of this one. David's started the final lap. Not David, James. David James. Crying out loud. Half a second. Shaggy had a bit of a miserable race. And he retired in the pits. Same with the tractor.
Ben is gaining massively here on David. Go for the outside
Get it
again.
done.
Gets it done.
Ben with a great display. I thought that was James going slow, but it's not. It was Raw Rinsen.
Raw rinsing off the track.
I saw a light blue car and I was like, oh!
No, he is gaining 1 to 2 seconds on the lap on anybody else.
Yeah.
Now at 21 seconds, pretty much.
Yeah, Ben and Neil, the only drivers not to get penalties in this race. Let's hope I don't jinx them. So here comes James after a dominant display rounds turn 15 into the final turn. He is going to take this one as he rounds the final corner to win the Qatar race foul division. Dominant display, very well deserved. So here comes Neil for a very impressive P2 without a penalty as well. Starting in P5, very impressive display. So he's very happy.
He's celebrating already.
Yeah. Looks like Ben is going to claim the final podium position after Ev's penalties. There goes Neo. Weaves across the finish line.
Ev definitely tried his best, so he gained about a second on that lap. But it wasn't quite enough.
As Ben
takes
claims the podium for a double Alpine. Podium. I just said double Alpine. Ronnie crosses the line at P7. I don't know the penalties, we're just going to see how it all unfolds. Jeff P10. Chris gets a very impressive P11 after starting 19th. He'll be happy with that one. It's Blondie and Ferret. Cheers, Lily.
Across the line. Big Blondie and Ferret.
Lily had to quote me. Ferret in P13. It's going to be the final driver. 2 cross the line for this one. 20 seconds the gap between P1 and P2. There we go.
A race.
Yeah, it was a good one. I think the last 10 laps were a little bit barren. I don't think there was too many battles, but the middle part of the race was definitely the highlight. A lot of one-stops as well.
It was.
Best driver of the day deservedly goes to Chris Downs. Cleanest driver, Neo. Fastest lap goes to James. He has set the perfect weekend with pole position, the win, and the fastest lap for a very dominant display here in Qatar. So that has been it. There's your final grid for today. See, as you can see, penalties galore. So that has been me and Joe for round 5 Qatar Battle Division. Make sure to drop a cheeky follow on Twitch, on all socials. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.